We are now in the season of Easter, and so our greeting will change. The greeting is, Christ is risen. And the response is, Christ is risen indeed. Now let's sing, Be Still and Know That I Am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God.
Hello, and welcome to Children's Worship and Wonder. Our story today is about the sower, and I wanted to explain to you about this type of sower. When we think about sewing, we usually think about Mom or Grandma sewing clothes and making things with needle and thread or a sewing machine. This sower is different. It's spelled different. It's spelled S-O-W-E-R, not S-E-W-E-R. And a sower in this story is a sower of seeds. He's like a planter. He plants the seeds in the ground, and that's what sowing the seeds meant. So this is the sower. I wonder if this is a parable. It might be. Parables are very precious. Gold is precious, and this box is gold. It looks like a present. Well, parables are like presents. They've already been given to us. We can't buy them or take them. They're already ours. And there's another reason that this might be a parable. It has a lid. Sometimes parables seem to have lids. But when you lift the lid of a parable, there's something very precious inside. I know. Let's take the lid off and look inside. I wonder what this could be. It could be a road, or maybe it's a field. Once there was someone who said such amazing things and did such wonderful things that people began to follow him. One day, he told them this parable. A sower went out to sow. And as the sower went along sowing seeds, some of the seeds fell on the path, and the birds came and ate the seeds. Some of the seeds fell on the rocks. He sowed the seeds, and they fell on rocks. The little seeds began to grow, but they could not put down their roots very deep. So when the sun came out, the seeds that were sown in the rocks died. Some seeds fell in the thorns. And when the little seeds put down their roots, the thorns choked them out, so they died. Other seeds fell on the good soil. And when these little seeds put down their roots, they grew and grew and grew. And some, all of them actually, brought forth grain. Some brought 30 bushels of grain. Some brought 60 bushels of grain. And some brought 100 bushels of grain. I wonder, how the birds felt about the seeds that fell on the path. I wonder if those birds have names. I wonder how the seeds felt about the birds. I wonder how the seeds felt that fell among the rocks. I wonder how the seeds felt about the sun, and how the sun felt about the seeds. I wonder how the seeds that fell in the thorns felt. I wonder how the thorns felt about the seeds. And then I wonder how the seeds that fell in the good soil felt. I wonder how so much grain could come from such little seeds. We light the Christ candle to remind us that Christ is with us as we hear the Word of God. And the Word of God comes from the Bible. This parable that we just heard in the story, the parable of the sower, comes from Matthew chapter 13, verses 3 through 8. He uses parables to tell them many things. Once there was a man who went out to sow grain. As he scattered the seed in the field, some of it fell along the path, and the birds came and ate it up. Some of it fell on rocky ground where there was little soil. The seeds soon sprouted because the soil wasn't deep, but when the sun came up, it burned the young plants, and because the roots had not grown deep enough, the plants soon dried up. Some of the seed fell among the thorns, which grew up and choked out the plants. But some seeds fell in good soil, and the plants bore grain. Some had 100 grains, others 60, and others 30. Now I'm going to change the light. Look, now the light is all in one place. I'm going to change the light so that it is not just in one place anymore. It can be in many places at once. That's the end of our lesson about the sower. Go now in peace.
Be still and know that I am God. 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 Go now in peace. Go now in peace. Go now in peace. May the love of God surround you everywhere.